Leo tupo na Tobico Spano, co-founder wa Mailex. Yeye alihamasika kuanzisha kampuni yake baada ya kuona uchungu wa rafiki yake pale alipoibiwa laptop iliyokuwa imetumwa kutoka mkoani. Mailex wanakuambia deliver with us. Tobico, kazi kwako.
You have boxes like this and you are getting trouble how to ship them to their destinations. What if I tell you that with Mailex you can deliver envelopes and boxes like this to their destination at very affordable prices and competitive prices and very safe? My name is Tobico Spano and I'm a co-founder at Mailex. Mailex is a courier and logistics company with real-time delivery solutions for small businesses, individual and corporate companies, with aim to be a leading African logistics and courier service provider. Mailex shares a portion of 5% in $10 billion of shipment made every day in the world. What are we solving? Mailex founded to encounter prices problems, loss of parcels, bad payment systems, and low sales of small businesses and poor customer services. We are solving this by charging our client very affordable and competitive prices, developing application which will provide connection and instant feedback to customers in case they are sending their goods or documents, and all things we made in a very competitive way that parcel will be delivered in fast movement. Our customers are small businesses which are more than 10 million in Tanzania, and corporate companies. We have prospects which are more than 1,000 in our data sheet, and individuals. We have competitors like DHL, Aramex, CDS, Mwananchi Courier, MG Courier, and Skynet. But we have competitive advantage over them. We have a very powerful brand that touches people's feelings. We have many drop shippings to ensure that we can collect as many documents from different places and reach to them very fast. We are here today looking for an investment of $50,000 to buy equipment like motorbikes and deliveries boxes, and for marketing to raise awareness in different places, and 1 year marketing operation and overall business operation. And in last year, we made 3 million. When we started operating in Dar es Salaam, we made 3 million in last quarter by delivering just 1,000 parcels only in Dar es Salaam. Thank you for your attentive listening.
All right, thanks. Well, first of all, congratulations for the presentation and congratulations for starting a business like this. I think it was rather courageous to get into this crowded market as a mailing services. Mm-hmm. Just to understand, you have already done the market survey and you actually identified some of your biggest competitors, right?
Yes.
Some of those have heavily invested in logistics that you're trying to invest in now, to build right now.
Yeah.
So what do you have that's going to basically beat this competition? Like what's new? What is the new thing that you are bringing in the market which is going to help you actually beat them?
Because we have done research in this, and we found it like these big companies does not have this instant feedback to their customers. And that's the area which we are going to beat them. Like, for an example, you can send a parcel to maybe to Mwanza. And when you're just trying to follow up, there's no such a cooperation you'll get like your cargo is maybe on transit and maybe it's delivered. So right. The thing we are doing to beat them.
Yeah,
Tobico,
yes. Right?
Yes.
Let me stop you right there.
Okay.
Do you know, as a client, what I would require is that, first of all, before feedback, my package has to be delivered, right?
For the issue of packaging, we have done a research because we have this case of some tenders of this client which were transported to Arusha, and it was put under the double cabin car, and the heavy rain was just rained at Arusha. These documents were just and imagine a tender document of worse than 10 millions get by rainfall, and it's just crapping. So after this, we discovered some packages that even a heavy rain will rain, this document will reach its destination very fine.
Okay, so that's the innovation that's going to get you over the edge.
Yes.
Okay.
But I'm still not getting the value you are bringing on board. When you talk about tracking, I can actually track my goods through DHL or EMS or something. So when you talk about also the tracking, how are you putting this feature in your business? You've not said anything about that.
For the issue of tracking, you have given us an example of DHL. But for DHL, you just enter that waybill number, and it will tell you that your cargo on the transit. But we have gone beyond that. But we take the responsibilities. We have a customer care team that calls client at every time to update, like, your cargo is reached at the destination and you'll be delivered maybe tomorrow to ensure that.
Let me ask another thing. So if you're having a manual procedure of keeping in touch with your client and you want to scale your business, so imagine you have 1 million goods on transit. How many customer service are you going to employ to do that? Does that make any financial sense to you?
The issue is not like the number of customer cares, because the issue is how are you going to take that responsibilities? Because the issue of numbers, you can just like make it very clear that when like there's 1,000 of cargoes may be transported to Mwanza, and you give that responsibility to
so
maybe
your customer care is going to call 1,000 customers to say your goods is in Dodoma, your goods in Shianga, your goods, all of that. So my thought is, my suggestion is, you have to, if you are looking to build a very scalable business, yeah, you need to find a way to automate your tracking system.
Of
so
course,
that is something that you should look into as well.
Of course, for Dar es Salaam, we have an application which we are developing. Like, it does not need someone, maybe a call center team to call you, because you can see on the application maybe if a courier man is on the transit, it will deliver at any time, and you can see. But this customer care which we are talking is for those which we are requesting to be delivered maybe by the system, which they don't have this access to mobile application, which shows the whole process of delivering.
Tobico, right?
Yes.
I think my fellow panelists are so hard on you. Can you relax first?
Yeah, yeah, I'm very relaxed. Thank you.
So I have two things I would like to learn from you. One is what motivated you to start the business with your partners and when you started it. And then I would really want you to be honest and share with us your 2-3 weaknesses in the business.
Yeah, the story behind is this, because I and my partner, we studied at National Institute of Transport, and we taken logistics and transport management. So at our second year, we have been doing this research. My fellow was the parent were sending him a laptop to Dar es Salaam when we were studying. And yes, he just picked me up and say, okay, friend, let's go to Ubungo to take my laptop. Our parent have sent us. We go there, they said the parcel is not yet delivered. We go back to the college hostels and come back yesterday. They said the same story until a week. This parcel, and this, my friend, was just, their parents were just farmers. They struggled a lot to get this 700K to buy him a laptop. So we have taken, from that place we have taken a research like, how many people are passing in these pains of losing their parcels. So that is the background.
Sorry, just very quickly, maybe in 10 seconds, please share with us 2 of your weaknesses.
Sometimes, like client have this, there's this harsh client, like because we provide them numbers and they just call us. So sometimes I cannot manage this pressure of 2 main calls, like, but to solve this, we have you just delegate the team because sometimes there's a lot of hectic. So you delegate like, okay, Isa in the team, you have many people. Follow up on this, follow up on this.
Okay, now I have one very interesting question on your side.
Okay.
First, I'm not yet convinced on how you're going to tackle the issue of competition in the market. But secondly, you don't need to answer that. That is my own doubt. My mere question is, how far are you now in terms of operations? How many staff do you have? How many borders do you have? And what is your turnover?
Yes, currently we have in Dar es Salaam, because now we are operating in Dar es Salaam, Mwanza, and Arusha. We have like this drop shipping because we are just have some centers which maybe a cargo arrive Arusha, we have a center which the cargo will pick and be delivered. So in Dar es Salaam we have one motorcycle, in Mwanza we have one motorcycle, and Arusha.
Okay, how much money have you made so far since you started? Maybe the last quarter.
The last quarter I told you that it's 3 million, but in Dar es Salaam only.
In Dar es Salaam.
Yes.
Okay. And what will be the return of the investment that you are requesting? How have you projected itself? How do you see the return will be? Do you have a time bound to it?
Because as you know, this is very profitable. The return of this is, I think, will break even in just 1 year. So
Just 1 year.
yes,
Okay.
if you sign up just 2 client, corporate client, it's enough to break even before 6 months.
Well, that sounds like a very easy business to do, man.
Yeah.
I think I should go into that. I mean, bottom line is, Tobico, I think it's great. You starting off modest, and I also like the fact that you started a business that was basically responding to your passion. You have background in logistics and transport,
Yeah.
so there can be future, but you need to sort out some of the things about, the competition is heavily invested in this. You are not very sure about what is new that you are bringing in, apart from the fact that you were touched by your friend losing his laptop. And I think you still need to understand the business.
Yeah.
So at this particular moment, I don't think I should move forward. So mi sina deal kwako ndugu yangu.
Literally, I am out of words. Kwa sababu, there are two things. So first, I admire the fact that you started and you're running the business. But I can observe that there's so much about your business that you don't know, and you don't know that you don't know. So I would suggest that you reach out to one of the hubs. I think one of the panelists here runs a hub. If you can get incubated, then you might then find out if your business is worth pursuing or not, and how to pivot.
Okay.
So, kwa leo sina dili na mimi.
All right. On my side, I appreciate the fact that you have started logistics at the college, and then you have started a logistic company, which is very viable. It means that you have tremendously availability of knowledge on how logistics should be run.
Yeah.
But my concern is the competition is very stiff. You're competing with the big brands, and it's my concern or my worry that if I invest on your business, the returns are quite questionable. So kwa leo sitakupa dili kwa sababu imani yangu bado ni ndogo sana ya jinsi ambavyo unaweza beat the competition. Lakini ushauri wangu, my advice to you is, can you focus on Dar es Salaam market itself and see how you can gain more experience and to make the spreadsheet in terms of accounts, in terms of cash flows, goes well, so that you can have a better convincing power in the next panel.
Like the other investor said, we run a hub. So you're welcome to a hub to maybe want to learn more about how you can be able to tweak your business model and all of that. But for investment today, I won't be able to offer you investment. But also, if you are very optimistic about having 2 corporate partners and individuals, when you have them, you can come back, we talk.
Okay. Thank you. thank you for your attentive listening. Maybe today we didn't offer an investment, but if you have friends and which have companies, because we demand so much in this corporate client, you can just refer us and we'll do it better. Kama una rafiki ana mzigo, kwa sababu hata nyinyi wenyewe mna mzigo ambao mnasafirisha, kama unaenda Mwanza, unaenda sehemu yote, tunapeleka pia hata Nairobi, tunapeleka Kampala, yani East Africa nzima tunapeleka mizigo. So if you have a friend of yours au kampuni ya rafiki yako ambayo ina uhitaji kama huo, you can refer us.
Nitakujaribu kwanza, nitakuja kabla sijaleta marafiki.
Asante sana. Thank you so much.
Huyo alikuwa ni Tobico Spano. Baada ya mazungumzo mazito na wawekezaji, yeye anaondoka stage ya Nipe Dili na homework lukuki inayohitajika kufanyika ili kuhakikisha kwamba Mailex inapata nafasi madhubuti ya kukua na kunawiri kibiashara. Pia amepata mwaliko kutoka Francis Omoreje kufika Innovate Hub na kupata msaada zaidi wa kibiashara. Hapo hapo ameweza kumnyaka Anthony Luvanda kama mteja wa huduma yake. Tobico, ulitumia kaujanja hapo. Hebu tueleze, how are you feeling baada ya hicho kitimoto?
I feel very great.
Yeah, you may represent.
Nice presentation. Investors' feedback is very great because they say things which are very real. We don't have that, we don't understand well the business, so we need to go deep, like to dig on numbers and do more researches and connect. Like some of them, they say like we can go to the hub to learn more how the business operate and some constraints.
So moja kwa moja ni kwamba haujapata dili la hela, lakini umepata madili tofauti ambayo yanaweza kukuzia biashara yako.
Yeah, sio kwamba sijapata dili, kwa sababu wengi wamesema kwamba watanirifaa, na hilo ni dili nalo kubwa. Kwa hiyo ukisema kwamba sijasecure investment na nimepata kuwa referred kwa wateja, hilo tayari ni dili. Kwa hiyo for my side sijasecure investment, but for this presentation naweza nikapata madili mengi kutoka kwa.
Ni kwamba umesecure dili la utofauti kidogo.
Yes,
pia ulikuwa unatafuta mentorship, ulikuwa unatafuta business support na umeipata. Na pia nimesikia Anthony amekwambia atajaribu Mailex.
Atajaribu. So tayari nimepata mteja wa kwanza, few trials na ataenjoy pia services zetu.
Safi sana, hongera sana Tobico. Hii ndio sehemu ambayo wajasiriamali wa Kitanzania wanakutana na wawekezaji. So kama unatafuta ujuzi, kama unatafuta kuhamasika, watch Nipe Dili.